I'm with Kevin Wright here, the Ninja Finance property expert. Now, I've known you, Kevin, for some years, and you've helped me to raise finance on a number of projects.
Yep.
And it's been great to know you and have you as part of my power team. Can you tell me, what do you find is the most crippling thing to people's success in property? You know, share with everybody what you think.
I'd say two things: knowledge and mindset. And I think you need both. In terms of knowledge, if you're trying to follow a strategy but you don't really know what you're doing, you're going to end up making mistakes.
Yeah.
Mistakes are costly, some more than others. So it could be a question of that you get some education and get your knowledge that way. Now, there's a cost to education. So, you know, if you follow that through from what I've just said, either way, there's a cost. But probably getting the education is a less painful, less stressful cost. So whatever strategy you're working on, get yourself some education. And, you know, and there are a number of different organisations doing different training programs on all types of different strategies and combinations of strategies. So I think, knowledge. But the other thing is mindset. And I learned this some years ago when I first started training people, is giving them the knowledge is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because without adapting the way that you think, you're going to be stuck in the same position and not have the motivation to take the action to move forward. So it's about adopting a mindset for success. Now, there's a lot of stuff talked about mindset, but most courses have got something about mindset.
Yeah.
You know, but it tends to veer to the theoretical side. Whereas when I talk about mindset, using my life experiences, it's implementational.
Yeah.
So here are techniques that you can actually use, and they're just the same techniques that I've used in a different thing, and I used them to eradicate cancer from my body. But they're equally usable. They're transferable, so you could use them in your property career or other areas of your life.
Yeah.
So I'll give you some specific techniques that you can just go away and copy.
Which is really important to success.
Yeah.
The thing I observe out of most people is they struggle to implement things because the theoretical of a classroom doesn't necessarily translate through to the practical. And the thing I've loved about knowing you and bouncing ideas off you is you're almost a Q&A resource. And
yes.
I believe you're now doing Q&A sessions.
Yes, that's right.
Is that right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, in a variety of different locations or scenarios. So on the one-day property finance classes I do, we have a 2-hour Q&A session.
Wow.
In other things, I also doing Facebook live Q&A, so that's about a 30-minute snapshot. Typically, it'd be on a Tuesday evening, around about 8 o'clock on 1 week of the month, and so you can ask questions on that. And also, if I'm talking at a property meeting, we'll probably do a short, maybe 15-minute Q&A there. So, and I find that the interesting bit about that is that most speakers, with a presentation, they're proactive in what they want you to learn. But with a Q&A, it's the reverse. I'm reactive. I don't know what you're going to ask, but whatever you ask about property finance, that's fine. I'll answer it. So, yeah.
You're quite a knowledge base and a fountain of knowledge. I've always found when I pick the phone up to you and speak to you, you've got the answer there and then, and I do see you very, very active on the social media sites, answering people's questions.
Yeah, that's it. And when I contribute on Facebook and other forums, which I'm very happy to do, typically it's about the same sort of thing. It's someone asks a question, I provide an answer.
Yeah.
They're always very popular sessions.
Yeah.
Whichever format they take, always very popular sessions.
You mentioned workshops there. Do you have any upcoming workshops, or how often do you run them, and where do you run them?
Yeah, I do a one-day introduction workshop called the Property Finance Masterclass.
Okay. I'll put a web link just down here to that, so you can follow that through there.
Yeah, and that's a good introduction to the sort of stuff that I do.
Yeah.
Following that, there's a 3-day workshop. That's the Ninja Investor Program, and you can put a link there for that one
to the Ninja Investor Program just there as
if
well.
you want,
I will indeed, yes.
That's really in-depth stuff. That's 3 days jam-packed with content, to the brim, and it's everything you need to know about creative finance, and thinking, acting, negotiating, and profiting like cash buyers do. Because essentially that's where you learn how to be a cash buyer without the cash.
Yeah, well, I've done that Ninja Investor Program, and I can say it is a very, very good program. It's certainly been very beneficial. I mean, you've seen some of the deals. I've shared one with you earlier today.
Absolutely right, yeah.
It's not a small deal,
No.
and is being acquired with a cash buyer mindset. So that's a great way of learning and profiting from it. But you've also got some DVDs and CDs, I believe, as well.
Yeah, it's the same. The concept around all of this is to recycle your cash, because essentially everyone comes into property and they either know that's what they need to do, or they learn that's what they need to do, because no one comes into property with all the cash you need to achieve the objectives that you want. So you learn that you need to do deals that allow you to recycle your cash out, and so the same pot of cash does deal after deal after deal as far as possible. So that's available in different formats. It's available in the live workshops that we've spoken of previously, but not everyone can get to a live workshop. So it's available in video and audio formats, either the physical things or downloadable, because that MP3s and MP4s, because they're very popular nowadays. So give people. It's broadly the same content. Clearly, if you come to a live workshop, it's more interactive. But the core content is there, whichever medium you use.
Superb.
So,
Superb. And I believe you're presenting at the Great Property Meet tonight at Dunchurch in Rugby.
I am indeed.
I know everybody's excited. The room's filling up as we speak. And it's looking like it's going to be a very full evening.
Fantastic.
And we've got a great agenda ahead of us.
Yep.
So if you watch us a little bit on the Facebook Live, you'll catch up on some of what Kevin has delivered live in his workshop here tonight. But what I'd like to do is thank you very much, Kevin, for taking the time to have a chat with us today.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. And I'm Andrew Roberts from Property Investor Reward Club. We're helping you to get all the things you need for your property business at better prices than you can negotiate them directly. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you.